Okay, let's do a basic protection candle. And this protection candle is multi-use. It doesn't have to be just before spell work. It could be a part of your weekly protection ritual that you do. And it's super simple, so let's get started. Actually, before we get started, don't come in my comments talking about what I'm doing wrong or what I should be doing instead or what you do. Your practice is your practice, and my practice is what? My practice, okay? I am not a spiritual guru. I do not claim to know everything. This is just something that I do, and you can do it too, or if you don't want to do it, do whatever you want. So you are going to need a black candle. I like to use little chime candles for this type of protection magic, but literally a black candle. If you don't have a black candle, you can use a white candle. In any type of candle magic, white is considered universal. So like if you don't have a specific color, like for this example, black being for protection and for banishment, you can use white because you're gonna program the candle anyway. So a white candle can literally do any type of magic. You are gonna need something to cleanse because every single thing that we're gonna be using, you're gonna cleanse. Now, to cleanse, you can use an incense to smoke cleanse. You can use a rosemary bundle to smoke cleanse. If white sage is in your practice, you can use white sage to smoke cleanse, Palo Santo. If you don't want to smoke cleanse, you can sound cleanse. You can sound cleanse with a little bell, or if you don't have a bell, you can literally bang pots and pans together and it's literally the same effectiveness. You are going to need herbs. Now, here is a list of herbs that are used for protection magic. However, if you don't have herbs, that's also okay. In this example, I'm gonna be using a few herbs, but if you don't have them, that's also fine. You're gonna need olive oil or whatever type of oil that you want. Some people use almond oil, some people use mineral oil, but you're gonna need some oil to dress the candle to help the herbs stick onto the candle. You're gonna need a pin, I don't know, blade, it could be a stick, something that will help you inscribe into the wax. And you're gonna need a plate. If you don't wanna use a plate, you can use a candle holder, something to stick the candle in to have the candle upright so it can burn down. This is optional, but you can also have a mortar and pestle to grind your herbs. This part, not required. We are going to cleanse our candle. We are going to cleanse our tray, our candle holder if you are using that. I like to do a little smoke cleanse of myself, but basically you get the point. You want to smoke cleanse every single item that you are using. Some people even cleanse their herbs. I don't cleanse my herbs, but if you want to, go right ahead. If you've chosen the option to sound cleanse, you will do the same exact thing with your bell or with your pots and pans and just literally sound cleanse over everything that you're gonna be using. Next, we are going to inscribe our candle. You can inscribe your candle with a protection rune like this or a protection sigil if you have one. Or you can literally write the word protection down the candle. You want to do it 3 times on all 3 different sides. That way from any angle that you look, you can see your sigil or the word protection or whatever you want to put on your candle. Next, we are going to enchant our herbs. So I'm going to be using lavender, rosemary, and cloves for this candle. I put a list of herbs earlier. You can use any combination of those, or you can use none of those. You can use one of those. It's up to you. It's your candle. However, we want to enchant the herbs. We want to program the herbs to do what we want them to do. So you are basically just going to get your herbs, whisper the intention into the right hands. You can roll them out on your tray at this point, or you can put them into the mortar and pestle to grind. Now that we have our herbs enchanted and ready to go, we are going to now dress the candle with the oil, and you're going to enchant the oil as well. So now that we have our oil and our herbs ready to go, we are going to roll our candle into the herbs, back and forth. Have something like this once it's done. With the rest of the herbs, I like to create a little circle where my candle is gonna go in the middle. If you want to use a candle holder, now's the time. You can stick it like this. Or if you have your tray, you can melt the bottom of the candle like so and get it to stand straight up. Next, we're gonna light the candle and let it burn down. I like to spend a few minutes basically meditating over the candle, repeating my intention, my affirmation for the candle of protection. That's completely optional, right? Because we've already enchanted our herbs, we've enchanted our candle. This candle is programmed and it knows what to do. Make sure you keep an eye on your candle. Do not burn your house down, okay? So burn your candle within reason, make sure you're supervising it. And that is a basic protection spell, basic protection candle. It is super accessible. Most of the herbs that were listed you can find in your pantry. If you don't have them, that's also okay. One of the reasons why magic and witchcraft has been around for thousands of years is because it is accessible to everyone. It does not have to be super expensive and super fancy. It can definitely get there, but for basic forms of protection, it does not have to. Hope this helps, and let me know if you want any more tips in the comments. Bye.